Warning! This week's episode deals with real issues, so anyone with a nervous disposition should walk away now.
Right.
However, chances are, if you're too nervous to deal with a video, you'll want to avoid what's in the refrigerator.
What the? Hello and welcome to another installment of me rambling whilst wearing a hat. I am sitting in a cupboard. More specifically, I'm sitting in the immersion cupboard because the flat is so cold and I'm too poor to put the heating on. At least it's a different angle, right? When I was going on about that last week. Anyway, on to the subject matter of this week. It's a pretty heavy one, guys. It's about homelessness. I've faced the prospect of being homeless more than once in my life. Not really nowhere to go hopelessness, it's more I really can't move back to my parents' house. So it's a kind of middle class homelessness really. Like, I realise now that that's not homelessness at all, that's just having high standards about where you live. Since I came to live in London, obviously there's a lot more people and as a result there's a lot more homeless people, unfortunately. It only takes one walk of one of the high streets and you'll see someone sitting down wrapped in like one of these sheets and you're just like, shit, dude. I have to be honest, I didn't have much sympathy for the homeless when I lived in the countryside because the only homeless person that was there, I think his name was Dave, and he lived in a church and he was like the only one in the whole high street of the town that I lived in. He had it pretty good because everyone liked him. But in London, a city where everybody gets unanimously ignored, including those without a home or any family to go to, I have developed a conscience for the homeless, it has to be said. My girlfriend cares about it very deeply. It's an issue she's tried to tackle on film before, but now she's trying again. She's just started a Kickstarter campaign to fund this thing because obviously it's just her. She's got to go out and film this very sensitive subject and you can't do that without an incentive. Otherwise it's exploiting, isn't it? You can't exploit the homeless. A lot of people might take the homeless for granted saying, oh yeah, they're just alcoholics or they're just drug users. But no, they turn to those things as a coping mechanism for not having anywhere to go except the streets and have people just look down on you because you have no home to go to. Supporting homelessness on an individual basis, giving somebody £1 so they can live another night is fine, I guess, but to tackle the problem overall, we need to pull together and just get as much funding as possible so we can build more shelters for the homeless, help them get jobs, help them get them back on their feet, put their lives back together. A lot of these people are products of broken homes. They're not getting the help that they need and deserve. They're just getting literally chucked to the pavement. I don't know how people can go through their daily lives and be fine with that. I was going to moan about being poor in January because everyone spends money at Christmas. I have a roof over my head, I earn enough to pay rent. I moan that it's expensive, but at least it's a home. At least I've got somewhere to go. And these people don't have anywhere to go. I would encourage you to donate anything you can to the Kickstarter campaign. I've put the link in the description below. I believe the documentary that she wants to do is going to be important, vital even. And if we can get enough people to recognise that, it may actually make a difference. This is my sincere faith, I believe that, okay? Spread this video, show your friends the link. You don't even have to plug my video, this is just a tool to get the message out there, really. Of course, homelessness is not just the only thing that's been bothering me and a lot of other people this month, I assure you. The whole Charlie Hebdo thing is very bad, obviously. There's no other adjectives I can use that haven't already been used to describe the atrocities that have happened in France. It's awful. The implications of that, even the freedom to offend people, there's a lot of debate over that. The politicians, slimy bastards, coming in, jumping on that wagon. Oh yes, we can help the atrocities in France, it's so bad. Yes, yes, please vote for me. Doesn't matter what their policies are, they will just lie to you with false hope. It's been happening for generations, people. You don't even realise. It's so stupid, like, oh yeah, we'll buy into that. Well, that sounds very good. Yeah, education and no taxes and yeah, nothing. They have fucked our country. But let's not get into that because that's a 10-minute video on its own, I think. Another thing is segregating gay children into their own schools. The massively far-right wankers that live at the top of the food chain think, oh yes, well there's a boys' school, there's a girls' school, let's not make a gay school. No, what the fuck? There shouldn't even be a boys and a girls school. This is the 21st century. It does feel like we're just going backwards and backwards and backwards. If we looked at this time last year when I was talking about all the shit that was happening, and that even involved homosexuality, this just got worse. We are literally going back worse than the medieval ages possibly, you know, like we are one step away from throwing shit out of our own windows onto the streets. Metaphorically, we're doing that already. For God's sake, sometimes it would just be nice to not live on this planet anymore. Go live on Mars or, you know, one of the really cool moons of Jupiter or something. Away from all this bullshit. Anyway, it's not all doom and gloom, is it? At least we've got, fuck it, here's an inspirational montage. I hope that made you feel a lot better. Hope springs eternal, they say, do they not? It's total bullshit. See you next week.
Check out this Kickstarter video that my girlfriend made. I feature in it and I try to not be funny. You can see the physical pain on my face as I try and restrain from saying something stupid.